It is Thursday evening. It's not that late. Uh, Heading into dusk anyway. The sun's going down. It's beautiful out. It's nice to feel the warmth today. Almost sometimes too much heat, as a matter of fact, for me and my liking. But, all the same, it's been a really good day. And there was a lot of this. Quiet. Just quiet. When everybody's gone from home, I just like to sit in the quiet. There's something about the silence. It's when I have a chance to do some breathing, do some reading. But I really enjoyed the pace of today, just quiet. Even though this morning started early, because my Toastmasters meeting was this morning, my home club, and I was the Toastmaster, so there was no avoiding going to that meeting. I had to be there, and I had to be there early. So it meant getting up a little bit earlier this morning. It meant being a little bit tired, but it also meant showered and up and ready for 6:30. So that's not a normal day these days. So it was nice to be able to get to that place where I felt like I got started early enough and the day just had some sense of flow around it because of that. So, excuse me, that was pretty awesome. So I did a lot of reading in Conversations with God book that I have borrowed from a friend, and a lot of it is, of course, exactly perfect right timing for where I am at, what I'm working on, where I'm going and headed to, and the things that I still have questions about. So a lot of those answers came today, and I got to deeply connect with my sister, and that was pretty awesome because as we talk to each other about where we're at and what's going on for us, things develop and I can feel healing happening. So that to me is something that I'm really grateful for today. And even though I'm kind of pissy that my bike broke last night, it will get fixed. I will ride it again. It's one of those things that it's like, but I want to keep doing it, so I want to stay with it. And even though today I couldn't, create the opportunity to get the pedal fixed at this point in time, somehow I've convinced myself that it's crumbling into the abyss of I'll never do it again. And how silly that is, really. And ultimately, when it's fixed, I get to choose, when I'll ride, how I'll ride, all of that stuff. And that this all or nothing, place that some of us tend to go to, I definitely do, I'll do all of it or I'll do none of it, and I'll eat all of it or I'll eat none of it. And how often that shows up in my life. And so just, learning to navigate every day and really accept and celebrate and be joyous, whatever the day sort of unfolds to be. And today was calm and quiet, which is so opposite of what last weekend was, which was chaos and drama and intensity and got me to the point where I was like, okay, I'm tapping out. I'm done. And left some resentments, definitely left some residue in my relationships that were crunchy at that point in time, which isn't a good feeling and ultimately isn't good for my mental health. And so reminding myself of that in the moments where I'm like, I don't have enough to do today. My list is very short. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And right, I'm just going to be quiet and I'm going to be calm and I'm going to be in my space and all of it's going to be okay. And what that gave me the opportunity to do today was to really take care of my physical feet. So anyone who knows me, I wear sandals like year round. My feet are rough. I don't treat them very well, and I haven't in the past taken very much time and care and consideration around taking care of them physically, soaking them, scrubbing them, etc., etc. So today I soaked my feet and I gave myself a bit of a pedicure. I didn't paint anything or anything, but it just felt really nice to slough off some of the dead and put some cream on there, moisturize, and really take care of myself. And so, being that I had time to do that today, And instead of filling my time with a whole bunch of stuff, I took care of my garden today. I made sure that I ate a smoothie this morning. I made sure that I ate a decent and respectable lunch, healthy for you, and definitely have just cooked and eaten a healthy dinner. So today was a success because of all of those things. And so I'm grateful for successful moments. And today I was deadheading the hanging baskets again, and it reminded me of how tedious it is because I have to like lift things up and search around and pull things out and ultimately there's a part of me that's just like, oh, could you do this yourself, please? This is a lot of tending to. I really like how you look, but I don't want it to have anything to do with the upkeep and tending to you. And the truth is, it's so similar to how I've felt around my body, around my weight, around my food addictions, around my food habits, around the patterns that I've carried forward in life. And so it's indicative of, for me, of where I'm at, and because it is a continuous journey of finding new things, understanding new things, coming up against some stuff, moving through some stuff, and tending to the garden that is my mind, my body, my spirit, and really treat it with the care and consideration of when we snip off those dead parts, that new growth can come from there. Because as long as those things are there, there isn't room for new growth. And so even though it was tedious today, I did it, and taking joy and pride in the fact that I've made room not only in my physical plants that are around me and the flowers that I enjoy so much, spending some time, giving it some time and attention and consideration, and how that really just bridges and equates exactly to how I'm feeling with my exercise, my eating, and how to long-term stabilize and sustain the long-term changes that I'm trying to create, as opposed to head down, get her done, just do it for this much time, and then falling off, which is usually where my falling off place is after the fact that I have all this support, and then I don't put any support in place after those things are completed, and then that's when it starts to fall apart. So that's where I'm at today. I'm exploring all of these things that come into my experience, and just falling in love with myself, falling in love with life, and knowing that today was a day of this. Quiet, connected. So many great gifts. So much love out there. I hope that you're being kind to yourself and others. Please take care of yourself. And if you need to talk to somebody, reach out. And I know how hard that is, but I don't know who needs help. So at this point in time, if you're struggling and your mental health is not well, please be willing to at least reach out for some support from me or otherwise, whoever happens to be available for you, and just ask for what you need, because I think it's important that we take care of each other at this time. And it would be easy to be spinning out and drowning in mental health challenges at this point. And the only thing that keeps me sane is having a support system and structure in place, and making sure that I come and do this every day, that I'm accountable to this piece, so that I can come and share my musings and my ideas and the things that I come across in a day, so that I too get to sort of breathe life into something, share that in hopes that it helps somebody else. So, and or me in the future, because I sometimes watch my videos and I'm like, wow, that was wise, T, that is crazy. Cool. Well, I hope that you've gained something from watching, and I hope that you have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. So much love out there.